Hi everyone, welcome to our very first class as an online tutor. So, here in today's class, we're getting started as an online tutor, and we need tools. So, we need to get our hands on the tools we would require for an effective class. So, let's get right into it. First of all, you require a laptop or even a desktop, whichever one you choose to work with works very fine. And you must make sure that your laptop has a webcam. Funny as it may sound, some laptops do not have webcams. So be very mindful about webcams, whether you're using a desktop or a laptop. You will need it. Okay, next up, we have a strong internet connection. Whatever service provider you want to use, just make sure your Wi-Fi, your internet connection is strong. Because you wouldn't want a situation where you're teaching in class and it's reconnecting. You can easily get your learners bored or you will easily lose their concentration. Next up, we have a good light effect. If you have a touch light, a very bright touch light that can work, if you have a ring light that can work, if you are in a very bright place that can work, there are some rooms that have a really good bright connection. Now, most of the time, when you will need a ring light or a torch, a really bright torch, are usually situations where you have classes at night, of course, due to time difference. So, time difference, most of the time when it's afternoon, over there, it could be night at your end. So, you would need a good light effect. So, usually use a really bright room. Okay, you will not need noise. A zero noise environment, obviously, you will not need noise. Because, when you're teaching and there is noise, you've lost your learners already. You will not be able to have an effective class. It's just like the regular classroom we have, physical classroom. If your classroom is noisy, you obviously cannot pass an information for the day. So ensure that there is no noise, no sound effect around where you are, be it a cockroach or whatever it is. Make sure you are in a no zone, noise zone area. Okay, zone or area. All right, the next one is a headset. Well, for headset, it could even be optional, yes, but if you can get one, not bad. Headset is required. It also help. We have some of the headset that are actually, um, they tend to tame the noise effect on the background, so they tend to help you with no sound, no background effect, so they cancel all noise. Some of them do that. So if you can afford that, that's good. Some platforms will require you to have them for professionality sake to look professional and all. But if you do not have it, it's not really a basic criteria. Insofar as you have a noise-free environment and then your microphone is very loud enough, that works. The next one is a graphic tablet. As much as these may seem quite relevant, even if you don't have it, just work towards having one, especially as math teachers or even as English teachers or even whichever subject you're teaching, because at some point you're required to hover around, to write or even draw diagrams and make emphasis. Yes, you can use your mouse, but for effectiveness, you will need a pen. Just as you write, you will also need to write on your screen. So, yes, it's very effective for you to have graphic tablets. You can go on any of the marketplaces and then check for affordable ones that you can get. Connect to your system and use it. As a math teacher, as an English teacher, as a science teacher, whichever teacher you will be, just ensure you have one. It helps. Okay. You would also need a communication or video conferencing software. So you need to understand which of the software works for you. Before you pick one, I would advise you go through the different ones that would work for you. Any of the video conferencing one that you understand. First of all, practice, practice, practice before you engage so you don't get stuck in the middle of your presentation. Ensure that you understand and you are able to navigate such video conferencing software. They will help you. So pick anyone that works for you. We artists may vary, our preferences may vary. So it doesn't really matter. Whatever works for you is just right for you. Right up, we have microphone. As minute as this may seem, you need to be careful to ensure that your microphone is working really well on your laptop or your desktop. If you have an issue with your laptop's microphone or your desktop's microphone, advisably, you can actually get an external microphone. Most of your ring lights, the sets, some of them come with a microphone, while some of the headsets also come with a microphone. Or you can just buy a mic for the purpose. Okay? I mean, what's the essence of teaching when learners cannot hear you? So you would need to talk so that they can hear you clearly. So you need a microphone. And most importantly, the last but not the least, materials. Your worksheets has to be ready, your games for effective and then for effective teaching and then exciting engagement, you need them. And then presentations as well. So if you're using your PowerPoint presentation for teaching your learners, your choice. So you make sure you've already gathered materials from where you should gather your materials. When you're done gathering your materials, you have your worksheets, you have the game sites you want to work with as well. I would advise that you have all of these open. You must have gone through them, studied them carefully, and then ensure that you're ready for the class. It helps easy flow of the class. Okay, so these are the basic things you would need as an online tutor. So once you have all of this in place, you are very good to go. So ensure that you gather all of them and then make sure to be ready, of course, for your class. Be always agile. I must also mention, as a teacher, be ready for your class. Always be excited to meet your learners. If there is anyone you feel we didn't mention that is also essential, feel free to drop in the comment section and we will sure have an engagement there. Bye, guys. Until next time. It's still us here. Bye.